join me today. My name is Ann and I do Designs by Ann. I'm going to show you how to make very inexpensive but gorgeous high-class florals for pennies. Don't buy them anymore. These are so easy to put together. We can do several different things. Several, like a nosegay like this, which is pretty. Somebody can lay it on their counter. And also, I don't want to do the end-ums. Also, I have different kinds of rocks and pebbles. So if I decide to put it in a vase, then we have it, you know, for that. So, and I'm going to demonstrate all that, but first and foremost, those pathetic vases with those pathetic stickers that are impossible, it seems, to get off. I hate it. I mean, I try to remove them and, okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So I have these two vases, and I actually got these at Dollar Tree. $1.25, you can't go wrong. So the way we're going to do this is I have my hand sanitizer right here, calming osmanthus, because I want to be calm when I'm doing this, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our hand sanitizer, plop it on there, and then what you're going to do is you're going to rub this like this. Now while I'm doing this and waiting for this one, I'm going to do the same thing on the next one, so you don't have to take forever to do this. And believe me, I used to decorate all these stores, and I can't tell you how many of these I had to remove. So anyway, so what it's going to do is it's going to dissolve the glue. Now these were stuck on, and this is what happens is the hand sanitizer is actually going to basically strip the glue, but it's not going to hurt you because, again, it's hand sanitizer and it's 70% alcohol. So, because we definitely don't want stickers showing on our vases. See? So I'm going to just rinse that off now. Get all of that off. See? And then I'm going to put them in my drain. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. And you know, hand sanitizer is pretty inexpensive. So I like the little ones like that because you can carry them around. So we'll do this last one here, and then we'll get ready to work. I, you know, would have liked to have done this beforehand, but then I couldn't show you how easy it is to do. That's why I waited. So, and it doesn't even take, what, not even a minute to get this off. See? Let's throw that away and let's rinse this one. We'll let that dry as well. Now the reason that I have the smaller vases is because we're going to do, like I said, a nosegay. You know, it's small bouquet is what it is. So, and you know where this came from, the nosegay? Back in the day when people didn't have plumbing, they couldn't bathe regularly. So when a guy came and courted a girl, he would give her the nosegay and she would smell that instead of him. That's a fact. So, but we just, now it's different. So anyways, so this is very easy to make, very inexpensive. Now there's most of my things I'll get at Dollar Tree or I'll get at Michael's. Now Michael's, they have some really nice stuff. And when, you know, I'm on their website, you know, I signed up for the website and stuff like that, they'll say, oh, there's this great big sale, right? So you go and you get your flowers. And I have to tell you, when you do it that way, it's great. And you earn points as well. So anyways, what I didn't know about, so I went in there the other day and I'm picking out flowers. And I'm putting stuff together, right? So, and I'm thinking, oh, I spent about $35. So I go to the register and she rings it up and it's like $97. And I'm going, wait, oh, hold on a second, because I thought it was going to be around $35, you know, because of, you know, the sale. And she goes, well, the white tags are not on sale. It's the green tags. The green tags. So even, you know, and it's great. I'm glad she told me that. So even if you see signs, if it's got a white tag on, not on sale. But when it is on sale, you can get a phenomenal buy. For instance, I'm going to show you because I went crazy on these. So these are my tulips, and for a bunch like this, it was $1.99. And I'm going to tell you, they look like very real. And I've used them in several of my designs. So you know, that's a good price, because you're going to throw, you know, a few things together like that, and then you're going to get your greens, because your greens are really important, because that's going to be like part of our bouquet. Now, these out. And they came in varying colors too, so that's a lot of flower for the money. Lots of tulips. So now, what we're going to do, we have our greens, we have that, and I've got some filler here, but let's bring some more filler here. And now we're going to get started. Now I have to tell you, what a perfect day to be surrounded by all of these flowers. It just gives me joy in my heart. I mean, this is why I love doing it. It's like being in my own little garden. Anyway, so let's get the vases. And I have to dry those, so give me just a moment. Going all the way down. What you do is you just take this down, and eventually it'll start spinning, and that's how you get it clean when they're shaped like this. So there we go. Now another thing that's really important, and I can never put too much emphasis on this, have the correct tools for the job. Okay. Now, when I say correct tools for the job, there's several things that I have. Now, those are cutters. And I keep on hand because these are the tools I'm going to use when I'm trimming down my florals to fit the bouquet, because they have like strong stems. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to decide what flowers we want to use, and we don't need, honestly, we only need not even the equivalent of this, so that's what's good about this. So let's see what I want to accompany that with. Do pink purple, pink green, pink white. Okay, let me think. No, I don't want to use that. Okay, let's see this. This would go kind of nice together. Oh, I would like the yellow too, so we're going to do a colorful arrangement here. So this is going to be, I'm only going to use 3 of these. So what I want to do, this is where the tools come in. I want to trim these off and go as close to the bottom of the stem as you can. Oops. See, and then it's really easy to trim those off. It says Andy's having a problem. Of course I'm having a problem right now. Why wouldn't I? Typical. Anyways, now another thing we're going to do is we're going to use about 4 of these. And these, I'm going to use a different color now. And then these are actually going to be part of it. Oh, cooperate, okay. That usually works. I used to say that a lot when I was decorating at all of those stores. Yes, they can hear me. Right, no, they cannot. But you get the gist. One more because I want 4 of those. This is going to be my center. This is going to be part of the surround. And then this is going to be the other part of the surround. Sorry, I'm just seeing it in my head. So we have 1, 2, 3. I'm going to pick them out ahead of time. This one, no. It's got to go. See, there's a couple of tulips, so this one we'll just put aside. And by the way, don't ever throw anything away, because I'm going to show you what you can do with these little pieces. In fact, this is what you do with the little pieces, see? Those were all just little pieces like that. And then all you do is you take this and then you trim this part off. There's no tulips there. And you know, I'm a miser when it comes to stuff, but it just comes in so handy. And now I just stick it. Now, these are all little ends like that, but see how pretty it is? It looks like a nice spring fresh bouquet. Okay, back to business. Okay, so I gotta cut my 4 of these. Oh, I don't want to use those. Those are a little bit stiff, so I have like several of these. This one, I like the pinpoint ones because you can use the points to do stuff. Okay. So now what we're going to do, right here we have a few rough edges because you can't really get down that far to cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze and bend it in. So you're not going to see it, and it's not going to hurt your hands. If you don't do that, you're going to, you know, hurt your hands because those are going to like be like a needle in your hand. So we don't want to do that. Okay, so now let's begin. So what I'm going to do, let me go ahead and do this. One second. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bend this for size, because when we put it in the vase, it's going to be up a little bit, but we want everything the right size. So I'm going to cut down here only because I'm going to cut 1 notch lower than I think I should, because if I make a mistake in the height, I can always cut another piece. Now these thicker pieces are a little bit harder to cut, so this is kind of how I do it. It helps if you have fresh tools too. These are not the freshest, but I use them. I'm a miser that way. I just don't like spending money. I like to reuse. So now we're going to start. Let's see, do we want yellow first and then the pink? It's kind of gonna, let's see. I think I'm gonna do the yellow first. So then we have some nice contrast going on. So all I'm gonna do, see this stem right here? I'm gonna take one of these and I'm going to line it up. Bottoms are matching. And I'm going to do that so it surrounds the purple flowers. And you always want to have 4 because there's always 4 sides, whether it's rounded or whether it's like this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to readjust so I get these where I want them. Okay, and you know, this is just my thing. You might like not be like me because I'm very perfectionist kind of person. But it really doesn't matter because when we put this together, nobody's going to be looking at, oh, is that flower where it's supposed to be? They won't know. We'll just be thrilled by getting something like this. Now we're going to do the pink. So I'm going to get this so we have kind of layers. And we're going to do the same thing, just turn. Put it there. Turn. Put that there. And take your last one and we'll put it here. So basically what we have, and you can adjust it like I'm doing. Don't be afraid to touch the flowers. They're not babies. They're not gonna get hurt. Plastic, for gosh sakes, plastic and silk. Anyways, so now here's my bottoms right here, okay? So now I know, which is why I didn't want to trim, you know, until I was sure, but also I'm going to leave it a little bit long and I'm going to show you how we'll taper it off. Now I need to have some greens, so we're going to decide yellow, we can probably skitter a few of these, but I got to decide, you know, what I want to work with here. I definitely want greens. I'm looking for something. Oh, you know, too, I'm going to tell you, get yourself some nice containers because that's kind of cool too because I love my containers. So I know that's silly, but works for me. Anyway, so I'm going to decide what filler I want. So I think I'm going to go with this. Okay. So let's push this aside. Now again, what I'm going to do, this comes from Michael's and this is a little bit pricier and not bad though. I mean, I think I paid like $2.99, no, $2.50, which is not bad because these are pretty. So, but I want 4 of them, okay? Well, I can probably use 5, but I'm not going to take them apart. I have to trim them though, so that's what I'm seeing is like where we want some of it sticking out, but I don't need all of these, so. Again, we're going to do the same kind of trim work. Let me do it this way. One, two, three. 4. And then we'll just put this back in here. Put it back in here because I'll use it in the future. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, actually I'm going to cut this, I'm going to take this part off because it's down where I don't want it to be and I don't want it to stick up that high. So I want it about right here. So I'm going to take these off. And by the way, don't worry, I will use these. That's what's really nice about, you know, what I like about this too is because it's simple once you know the little tricks. And that's basically, you know, the trick. What I'm showing you right now. Because I'm going to, again, like I said, use these in the future. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put these around, just like I did the tulips. And as I'm doing it, I'm going to separate them. Look at how pretty that's getting already. You know what? Don't mind me. I love flowers. I love working with them. So, and we're going to do this. Now, all we're going to do now is we're going to separate some of the branches, weave a few of them into the flowers, like I'm doing right here. You don't want it, you want to still keep it in a circle so it's all uniform. And nothing's final till it's final, so let's not forget that. So now, again, I'm going to adjust my flowers because I want to feature all of them, but I want them cohesive as well. So I want them to be where I want them to be. Anyways, like I said, I'm a perfectionist. You don't have to have it perfect like this. So, because it's really not going to matter that much. I just have them level. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to need are greens. And I have some greens, but I have to decide like what I want to use. So this right here is a green. Oh, this, I'm not using that. This right here I am though. So this is a nice eucalyptus stem, and this is from Michael's. Now, the stuff that I spend money on is usually because I want it to look more real. So the Dollar Tree it's not quite as trim as this. However, this is Dollar Tree, and this is beautiful. $1.25, and this is what I can do with it. I mean, it's just phenomenal. So when I'm shopping, and we will have what do you want to call this? A podcast? What is this? Okay, so I'm kind of limited on the greens I have right now because I have to tell you, I went on a flower bender. I mean, I just went crazy. I already had, flowers, but I had to have more. So anyway, so I don't know well, okay. So I'm going to show you that I don't want to do this with this. Okay, it looks way too heavy, and it looks like it doesn't belong, but this is what I'm going to do to make it look like it belongs there. I'm going to take it, again, I'm going to put this in the vase for now, and then I'm going to cut these branches because I need to separate the greens. So actually, let's do this. I'm definitely going to have to, get more greens for sure. So we're going to pick this back up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them like this, see? And all you got to do is just stick them right in there. They'll make room. So, again, we're going to do the same thing with this one. Let's see. It looks like they need a little company here. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm spreading it out. And I want it somewhat inside because then you don't have to use as much. Well, we might have to use the last one. I'm just using it different. Yeah, we do have to use the whole thing. But I didn't spend that much on these because this was on sale too. A sec. I got to get these where I want them. That's why I'm fussing with this right here. This one a little bit more down. And don't worry, if the others go down, you can always pull those back up. Okay. Come on, cooperate. Get this one to cooperate. There we go. Anyways. So this is the bouquet right now. So now what I'm going to do, because I want to keep everything this way, I'm going to trim these ends to here. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these in just a sec. I'll leave this a little bit longer than the center stem. Okay, just want to cut here. And this, I don't like this because this doesn't look like it real in nature. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to try and get those little things off. They don't look like they belong here. Probably should have done that beforehand. I need to get regular scissors. Because basically what I want to do is I want to snip those off. Next time I'll have this done already because this is just a nuisance right now. Nothing's cooperating. Anyway, so here's what I'm going to do for now. This doesn't matter. There we go. I'm pulling them off with this. But you know, they're small. So anyways, I'm not going to finish that right now, but that's basically what you can do. You can pull them off. Because the idea is you want it to look like it's nature. I'm not going to worry about that right now. My husband loves when I say that. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Not really, he hates it. But I say it anyways. Okay, so now what I'm going to get to fasten these together is my green tape. It's floral tape. Hold on, I have it. Start where I started before I started doing this and thought about doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so you know that end that we had? This is the reason why I want to leave it till now. So this is all you have to do. Just thread it through the center. Just like that. Okay? And then that's it. And then you have it in a roll. I would suggest when you're going to put this in put it in a baggie, or because if you don't, you know, it just wears stuff down. So I like to have things in proper places and to care for them so that when I'm ready, they're ready. And I'm a miser. I don't like to throw away anything. Ask my husband. Oh, he thinks I'm the only woman that does these things. Okay, so we'll put this away where it belongs. Always have a place for your stuff and put everything back in place. So now what I want to do, oh, by the way, so the containers that I have, these are from, you know how you get the lunch meat at, you know, the grocery stores and they come in a container that's reusable? That's what this is. So I didn't even pay for the containers. And then I can keep all my rocks, fillers, you know, separate so then I can see what I have like at a glance. So for this one, because of the colors, okay, so these are the colors I wouldn't use. I wouldn't use blue. Okay, I don't know that I'd use green because then it just looks like green beads. But you could on this one because that would look nice. I don't have enough green beads to show you because I think that would be nice. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these iridescent, opal kind of finish pebbles, and we're going to put those in here. You're going to want to go like this because if you clank them down like I did at first, it can crack your glass. So basically what you're going to do, just pour them, take a handful, pour them, and then what we're going to do, I know I need a little bit more, but what you can do, so for instance, I'm putting these in here, I'm going, oh, you know, I'd like a few more, right? So now I'm going to take these out, and I'm going to keep doing the same thing. And again, this is, for a bag of these, $1.25 at Dollar Tree. Now, granted, if you go to the craft store, you can get a more variety of a color. I'm just going to finish putting these in here. Go like that. So what do you think? See how easy that is? And let's see, what did it cost you? It cost you about $5 for the whole thing. What I'm going to do in the future is we're going to go on a shopping trip, and I'm going to show you how I shop. And I get all the bargains because, again, honestly, the idea is some of these are only going to cost like $10 for you to make, but they look like you spent $25. So these are the things I'm talking about. And I've been doing this for years, so I basically know who's got what and the best prices. So anyways, let me put this back. That's everything for today. I'm glad that you were able to join me. I loved sharing all of this with you. And I just want you to have a joyful day, and may God bless you, and join me again.